What's going on, guys? It's Ricky with Learn Plan Profit. Hope you guys are all having a great start to your morning. So this is all right. I want to make sure that everyone's live. If you guys could hear me, if you guys could give me the thumbs up or just let me know that you guys could see me, that would be ideal. And then we can kind of go from there. But it's been an eventful day, to say the least. So yeah, okay. I probably took a position on ticker symbol UGAZ at the worst time. And for all those that learn a lot from when I experienced red days, then I think that you're definitely gonna have one of your most informative days ever, because I don't think I've been down this much in a while. And I'm going to show you right now. So this is, ticker symbol DGAZ. I was just watching it to see if it's going to start pulling back and stuff like that. But it's on ticker symbol UGAZ that I made the mistake. And it was during pre-market hours that, again, I don't know why. I know it's trading off of my phone, so there's no real reason why. But here we go. Down 26, and it continues to, it's been down to 3,200, and you can see it's literally dropping quicker and quicker just because of the volatility that UGAZ is experiencing right now. And I literally took the position at the worst time, which is during pre-market hours, and it was right around 7 o'clock, right around as it was at the middle VWAP. I noticed that DYAZ on my phone, was right around this middle VWAP EMA line, and I just thought it was going to continue to downtrend. If I would have just been behind my computer, I could have easily seen this potential bounce off the middle VWAP and how it could have recovered. But again, this is for others that thinking that sometimes trading on the go or trading off of your phone is the best thing ever. That's definitely not the case. And I just wanted to share with you my mistake today, and it's trying to, especially with the position size that I took, I just got too confident. Natural gas has been killing it. I got super excited that it pushed up this much during extended hours, but now we're seeing a pretty solid pullback, right? We literally saw a pullback from the 220s all the way down to the 200s. That's 10%. And that's literally what I've been experiencing. And I know that most likely as we're getting around this 200 area, we should start seeing signs of a reversal. But it's, again, the idea that what I feel like I made the mistake on is instead of buying here and then selling here, I could have easily seen this potential reversal pattern from, the middle VWAP to where it's at right now. And that would have completely made sense. And that's 10% within itself. But no, I didn't do that. I got very... I just got lazy. I was trading off of my phone, and I thought that I didn't need to be behind my computer or anything of that, and that's definitely not the case. These indicators would have easily saved me. Well, as of right now, where are we at? $2,500. So as of right now, $2,500. Again, it's not a loss until I sell it, but it's definitely pretty dang close. So yeah, we have a couple of you saying that you guys held ticker symbol UGAZ at the 150 range. I can't even imagine how ecstatic you guys are right now, and how much recovery it has to even to continue to uptrend. So yeah, but we'll see how it goes. It looks like it's trying to recover right now. So with you guys, now we're at that 21 range, and again, the volatility is so ridiculous that as soon as I took my position and it dropped $5, I was down already quite a bit. So yeah, I wanted to share it with you guys. It's my mistake that I made today, and it's not a mistake that oh, I could have done this or this or this better. It's I got lazy, and that laziness cost me, as of right now, about $2,500. So yeah, I want to see how this ends up performing. I wanted to give it a little bit more time to at least try to reverse and kind of go from there. But it looks like we're kind of getting it now. And I just want to wait and see if we end up getting higher highs and if its direction tends to clear out. So again, my average price point as of right now is right around the 215 area. So it's right below 215. And now I'm just going to be waiting a little bit more patiently. But yeah, other than this, let's see how DWT opened up. Down 7%. Okay, so quite a bit of a pullback. Here we go. I'm just going to set some alerts. Yeah, Eric, a pretty solid sell-off and trying to recover now. So other than ticker symbol UGAS and DGAS and stuff like that, what is it that you guys are watching that's somewhat attractive? Anything that you guys are keeping in mind right now? So we got Gush definitely pushing up, 7.28%. We have a couple people talking about JNUG and JDST, right? Okay, I feel like the direction isn't as clear on those as of right now. DRIP, SHOP, TQQ, okay. Check this out. Huge sell-off here. Looks like they might be reaching a bottom though. UNG, there we go. Okay. All right, let's do this, team. Let's try to make some monies. Okay. So again, we're getting a lot of consolidation right now, right around that $5 area. What are we seeing? Some higher highs forming. Is it going to continue to rally? Again, we're in this general area that there is a resistance right around here, right? Oh, are you guys talking about that noise? Yeah, that's Joel's car. Here, let me move this little thing because it always rattles. I hope that's better. I apologize. I hear it. I don't always know that you guys hear the same thing. So here we go. Getting a little pullback. All right. Let's see it. Okay. Still horizontal pattern, no confirmation. If I wasn't in UGAS already, I probably wouldn't still be in it. It's still kind of just consolidating. It's not really making lower lows right now. So definitely something that we want to take into consideration. GNTX broke the 180-day resistance. Okay. It's still showing signs of an uptrend, but it's a little bit further away from the EMA line. So looking at previous patterns, it makes sense on that. It would be a little bit more on the resistance side than its support, right? So not so much of a good deal. So like how much more margin does it have to cover? Probably not much more. So I would be on high alert on maybe why it could pull back more before it continues to uptrend. But great call, Jason. Are you going to reverse your position? As of right now, I'm trying to wait a little bit more for a confirmed like direction. Okay. Here we go. It's trying to pick up again. Here we go. Let's see. I'm just gonna have my order ready, just in case. Just in case I have to sell. Okay. What's going on, Matt? Adam, you like when I have guests in my videos? I really like that video that I filmed 2 days ago. I haven't filmed one like that in a while. I know that I filmed one with like my little sister before. I've filmed one with a couple friends or a couple people that you know, I know. But every time I post one of those, first of all, I could have shared my screen 100%. Could have done that much better. Would have been, I think, much more informative that way. But on top of that, there's just a lot of like negative comments or just derogatory comments towards the guest that I have that usually isn't the best. So that's what always makes me question of, you know, should I continue to make more of those? I just thought it's cool. Just like, I'm sure it's not as informative for, you know, all of you that are part of Learn Plan Profit, as you guys mainly know all the material, but it just changes it up, right? So it makes it, I think, a little bit more entertaining to watch. But yeah, oh, it's not even like hate. It's not even hate that the video like receives. It's more just like very, I don't know. Yeah, maybe I just need to do more videos just with guys, because every time I do videos with girls, it's always very like inappropriate comments. Let's see. There we go. Just remove the comments. Oh, trust me, we did. We removed a majority of them. All right. I like that, Andrea. Super happy to hear that. Here we go. Michelle. Oh, no more sushi. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna eat. I don't know about you guys, like, but I'm feeling much better today in comparison to yesterday. But my stomach is like so messed up. Like I've been having like the worst stomach aches in a while. I feel like I'm in like middle school and high school when I used to get like stomach aches. But yeah, it's been so weird. I felt so like out of place yesterday. I don't know if you guys noticed that video that I like uploaded yesterday about like you guys or natural gas. I felt so out of place. I just feel so like, yeah, I didn't feel like trading, nothing like that. I just felt very incomplete yesterday. And today I'm feeling better, but yeah, I still feel a little sick. I don't know. Like I always eat the same type of like sushi. It's like as little as sushi can get, like that's usually what I get. So that's weird. Appreciate that, Sandra. Nice. Dude, we're getting a lot of consolidation right now on ticker symbol DGAS. The bid, do you see that it's at $4.87? It has not broken below that. Oh, there we go. Perfect. It has not broken below 486 now. Let's see if you're going to break 486. Come on, 486. No, other way. Super happy to hear that, Pablo. Thank you again for tuning in. Really appreciate your time. EMA is acting like a support. To an extent, yeah, that general area. Who's ready for the breakout? Depends on where that breakout forms. Let's take a look at /NG. So /NG is trying to show signs of a potential reversal. But again, now we're trading below that middle VWAP. It's really struggling to make higher highs. So, it'd be great to see it. 100%. That's all I want to say. Man, it's so mind-boggling that I bought right around this area. Wait, where did I buy? Oh, right around this area. Right around this general area. It's so ridiculous. Like, why I even bought there? Like, as it's selling off. No signs of an uptrend, nothing like that. I don't know what I was thinking, but could you please check out KORS? Of course, Mike. Thank you again for asking. Let's check it out. Okay, so on the 5-day, 5-minute chart, it's been consolidating or selling off. Where is it at? So right here, we're right on that $50 area. It's okay. So I would say based after it had its earnings report, right? It's built a resistance right around this $50 area, and it's built a support right around this lower $48 range, right? I think we could make sense of that. That based off previous patterns, that seems to be pretty accurate based on the past 5 days. So just asking yourself, is this at a support or is this at a resistance? It makes more sense to me why this is at a resistance, right? Why this thing can peak out and then trend back down, right? Looking at previous patterns. So with that being said, also looks like on the 20-day 1-hour chart, there's a downward pattern, and yeah, very aggressive downward pattern. I do see that it's trying to show signs of a reversal. I think that this is great to watch, right? As it can reverse back up, but I think it needs time. This isn't something that's just gonna boop, pop right back up, right? So understand that based off recent patterns. So this is big picture patterns. It does have reversal potential, but based off of recent patterns on the 5-day, 5-minute chart, I could make sense why it's more at a resistance than a support. So that's just my 2 cents. If you see it forming higher highs and you still want to take part of it, all power to you. So I made a $900 mistake on you guys. Oh, Ben, I'm right there with you. Just that mine's at 2,500. And again, mine's at let's not even talk about the dollar value. Mine's at about a 10% loss right now. So pretty solid loss. 1/10 of the position, right? Don, are you talking about ticker symbol UYAZ? Let's hope, right? By the knowing my luck, I get in right now, and today's the time, or today's the day that it begins to sell off, and then that DGAS recovers $4 or $5. That's hilarious. Thank you. Really great to have your input. Appreciate it. No, of course, Mike. Thank you again for asking. So DGAS pushing. Oh, there we go. Heck yeah. Make lower lows. Let's see. Did I make some of my monies back? Let's check it. Oh, we're only at 2,000 loss. And trust me, guys, I know it sucks. My $1,200 a day that I had on Monday, right? It just puts it into perspective. Trust me, I hate losing money, and it's a mistake that I made. That's the easiest way that I can put it. And yes, I can either devastate myself if I think about the dollar value. If I really just think about the dollar value, just like any of you, right? I just lost $2,000. That devastation of losing $2,000, that is so upsetting. But again, I'm in this market where I trade for a living, right? And there's no question that I've had days where I've cleared over $2,000. On average, I think I've been averaging more at $750 to about $1,000, which means that, again, I just need to do a better job managing my risk and a better job locking in profits. That's all. And I think as long as you put it into perspective of like how easy it can be to make that money back, all I have to do is make sure that I don't make the same mistakes that I did before. We're at 1,500. Look at that, guys. Here we go. And again, I know some of you guys might be saying, well, Ricky, maybe like losing $2,000 for you is different than losing $2,000 for me. I understand that like mindset of like maybe what the dollar in value is worth for you. I know that I'm much more like in tune with my money, that like I get more emotional than the average person. So trust me, losing $50, if I have $50 in my pocket and I lose $50, regardless of how great, you know, or how well someone does, if I lose $50 out of my pocket, it will ruin my day, just to put it into perspective. Because that's the type of person that I am, right? And the biggest thing that I have to understand is, again, if I'm okay with having huge days, as in like the $1,000 to $2,000 days that I've had, I have to understand that these days of losing money are going to be inevitable. And trust me, when I saw that I was down like $3,000, like it's a hard pill to swallow. Try like 100%. It's super difficult. But what I understand is that like I've been blessed with so many more green days that's what I have to focus on, to not let one really red day discourage me. I just have to learn how to manage my risks better when the volatility is this high. So again, that would be my 2 cents. We're at 1,300, guys. Oh. Sergio, super happy to hear that. Nice. For some reason, my charts are delayed about 20 minutes. Yeah, you can just call TD Ameritrade and they can fix this issue. Can you check NOG to see if I should cut losses on it? Okay, so again, I'm not gonna tell you where you should buy or where you should sell, but I'll just give you my 2 cents if I would buy it or if I would, you know, not buy it. SQQQ just broke about 1420 if someone wants to check on that. I see a lot of consolidation on this one. So as of right now, I don't really see it making lower lows. It's more like consolidating to almost this horizontal pattern. And at the point that it's at right now, like yes, it is selling off right now, but it's also at a pretty low point. I think if it breaks below 260, I would personally like consider the idea of cutting losses, as then it is making lower lows, like not exactly 260, but just have that idea that, okay, it's becoming very low. But now, as it gets closer to this resistance right around 280, to this overall resistance right around 3 to 320, that's what I would consider to maybe sell based off of previous patterns. So I would almost view this as a horizontal pattern, and that's the overall lows. This is the overall highs. I would be extremely conservative in walking away, regardless if you break even or not, or just managing your risk. I would consider trying to walk away as soon as possible. Oh, you guys pulled back a little bit. I should have paid more attention. Where are we at? 17. Okay. Can you talk about Facebook? What do you see happening with it? Okay, let's talk about it. So ticker symbol Facebook. I see as of right now, it's trying to make like these like higher highs or higher lows, right? Do you see this? But it's continuously showing signs of a sell-off, right? It continues to make lower lows and lower highs as well. So, you know, definitely something that you want to take into consideration on maybe why it's not the best investment right now, until it maybe begins to make higher highs. And I will still, you know, slowly day trade it. I still wouldn't like swing trade it altogether. So that's just my 2 cents. That is not true. If they say that you have to have $5,000 in your account to get live data, that is not true. I have, I don't know if you guys remember, but his name is Ishmael. He helps me moderate the chat all the time. He does not have like a penny inside his account, and it's all just paper trading, and I called for him and made sure that they set him up on live trading. So just call another rep and just let them know that you know, you can say that Ishmael set up an account and he didn't have to fund his account. Oh, oh, okay, you're Canadian. I'm not too sure about that then. Yeah, I would still try their live support to see if you can leverage that you're part of our group. They should know who we are. I mean, we're I think one of the biggest. Well, I like indirectly refer people to TD Ameritrade. Like I don't have a affiliate link or anything like that, but I'm sure I've talked up to them before and they knew who we were. So okay, so we have a couple people saying that if you are in Canada, you do have to have 5K. That's so weird. So any big plans today, Rick? I fly out to LA in about 2 hours. So I'm gonna catch a flight to LA. I have an interview there for about an hour and a half, and then I fly back. So that's pretty exciting. I'm hoping that I can. My goal for today is for you guys to have an amazing trading day and to learn something new and to be able to maybe like implement it. So I hope that since my call out on ticker, not I don't want to say call out, I don't call stocks out, but since this thing began to reverse, that some of you were able to lock in some profits or make some gains. It has recovered about 3%. So, you know, that's definitely quite a bit of a margin. So what's your interview? The interview is like with another YouTuber. I think he has like 2 million subscribers and stuff like that. He invited me. He messaged me like over the weekend. So I just thought I'd fly out and meet him. And yeah, that's really just it. So I don't know if I could talk about it or not, but yeah, it's pretty cool. Good luck with your interview, Bank. No, I don't get paid for any interviews. You guys crack me up. I love how you guys think. I love how you guys like how much money are you making off of this? Or hey, that's definitely the entrepreneurship mindset, right? To have. No, I don't make anything off of it. I have to pay for my own flights and all that. So yeah. I'm in at you guys at 199, feeling good. I like that. So, and Payton, I know that you're up right now. You're up about almost $5 per share. I know that it can continue to uptrend. Again, let's just remember that one of the best things that you can do is like lock in profits. So for whatever reason, just do me the biggest favor and just please lock in profits. If you see any signs of a pullback, and again, it's just trying to change its direction, have a stop loss ready or a, you know, or a trailing stop, something that, you know, will assist you in locking in those profits. So why don't you make him fly you out? I don't know if this individual does extremely well. I'm sure they do well. I just don't like to inconvenience people. And I think it's a blessing that he asked me to be interviewed. So definitely don't want to, like, again, I get that it's $200 is like a lot of money for the flights and stuff like that, but again, bigger picture, right? So let's see. Let's see. All right. You should record the trip. Yeah, maybe I'll do like a vlog or something. I haven't done those in a while, right? I swear my life is like super boring. Like when people say that they want to see me vlog, guys, like my life is so repetitive. After 1 week of vlogs, it's gonna be like me posting like my profits every day. It's just everyone's gonna be like, Ricky, we don't care. We know what you do every day. And then what's the whole point of that, right? If you guys end up getting bored about what I do daily, then it's gonna make me sad. Hey Ricky, can you take a look at CERS? Of course, Daniel. Thank you again for asking. Okay, so there's a strong downward pattern, and again, this is just my opinion, Daniel, but it's been trending down very aggressively, and it's been getting rejected by the CMA line. So I think it would take a lot. It's going to take more time than just this for this thing to start showing signs of an uptrend. Not only would I feel more comfortable as it's above the EMA line, but also for it to be making higher highs, and I just don't know if it's there yet. So that's what I would wait for. So right now, Why wouldn't I trade it? It's because it's below the EMA line and continues to make lower lows and lower highs. Why, like what would I need for it to be something that I would trade? Again, thinking about it the opposite way, I would need it to be above the EMA line, making higher highs and showing signs of a different pattern than what it is right now. And that's my 2 cents. Isn't this super crazy? There's absolutely no one here, right, that has bought it here at like $80 when we talked about it and has ridden it all the way up here. Like that, oh my goodness. I could have taken one trade this entire year. No, that would have been super cool, right? 200% growth. Everyone can hope and dream for that pretty picture. But again, it doesn't mean much if you don't take action. We're down 1,300. Ooh, there we go. 100%. So Daniel, why didn't I cut losses? Because by the time that I got over to my computer and was able to see all this thing was already aggressively selling off, and I had the idea that it was most likely going to bounce right around $200. So I could have done a much better job managing my risk today. You crack me up. Steve-O's saying, I wish someone would have kidnapped me at $56. I wish someone would have not let me have woken up at like 7 o'clock and would have let me sleep in until 7:30 and I would have bought here. That would have been perfect. Just kidding. Again, they're simple dingleberry mistakes that we make. I would much rather be in your shoes, Steve-O, saying that, you know, you bought at $56 and you made a profit off of it. You're doing something that a majority of people cannot. And I think that's something that you have to at least admire and recognize about yourself. So let's just keep it consistent, right? Locking in profits, there's nothing wrong with that. And again, we could always dream about like, wow, like we could have made 210%. Who would have known? No one. No one could have predicted that you guys would have gone up 200%. I trade you guys all the time. Like if there was anyone that was going to be like as like passionate and as hopeful about you guys, it would have been me. But again, that's besides the point. Here we go. Why not buy DYAS? Can you guys give me an example of why not buy DYAS and hold until January to February? I can give you an example, but Matt, you cracked me up. Loss of time. It's trading down. Yep. It's just the idea that like, yes, you can have the like mindset that you could buy DYAS right now and then sell it later. But again, like why even put yourself through that whole, like you're just going to lose 2 months of trading. Why not just wait, follow whatever, showing signs of an uptrend. And when the direction changes, why not trade that, right? Very simple steps that we can take to focus on what's showing signs of an uptrend. So yeah, ETFs deteriorate. Yep. So they decay. Ricky, can you break down NIHD? Of course. Okay, I like this. Very consistent uptrend pattern. It's right around this SMA line. It makes sense on why it can bounce close to or near to the SMA line. We've seen it multiple times where it breaks below the SMA line, so that's a true example of maybe why we shouldn't try to buy the dip. But again, I like the MACD, I like the RSI. Now we just need to start waiting for higher highs. So I would add this under my, oh, I have it, under my pending reversals. Here we go. Perfect. I like it. Ricky, can you break down LG? Let's take a LGORF. Very low volume, probably not something that I would trade. On the 5-day, 5-minute chart, it's more at a resistance than it is as a support, so not a good deal. On the 20-day, 1-hour chart, okay, it's a pretty consistent uptrend. And on the 180-day chart, very low volume. Wow, it's been an uptrend. It's been pretty consistent. Because of how low the volume is, I probably wouldn't trade with a lot of money, and it's not a good deal based off of the patterns of the 5-day, 5-minute chart. So I would need to wait for this thing to sell off a little bit more before it pushes up, just for a better deal opportunity. That would be my approach if I were to even trade it, and I would really question how much I would go into it with. Can you break down VAL for me, please? Of course. What's going on, Alex? I hope you guys are having a better day than I am. That's if anything makes my day, it's that you guys make so much more money today that it offsets not only how much I lost, but if you guys each just end the day on a green note, that's what I would want. It would be worth my, even if it's at $3,000. I'm down about $1,300 now, but even if it was at $3,000 loss, then it would be worth it. If each of one of you can have a green day, that's what would be worth it. Okay, so it's still showing signs of a downward pattern. I would, again, like to see a change of direction. It's trying to make higher highs. I would just need to start seeing on the 180-day 4-hour chart actual higher highs. So that's what I would like to see. So my TD Ameritrade was lagging on my phone. I don't think it's lagging on my actual device, on my Thinkorswim actual platform. So yeah, we're getting a lot of consolidation also. So again, just higher highs is really what I would try to aim for. I love guac days. Ricky, could you break down JNUG? Yeah, I thought I did break it down. Do I not have it here? Very consistent downward pattern. It's been getting rejected by this SMA line very consistently on the 5-day, 5-minute chart, and we're above that. So again, it's just a little bit on the overbought side in comparison to based off previous patterns. People might be thinking that, hey, it might be time to reverse. Again, we need a little bit more confirmation than just moments of it above the SMA line. So let's not try to predict reversals. Let's just focus on whatever's actively trending up and a good deal. So this is trending up, but it's not a good deal in my eyes. So all power to you and what it is that you think. I just wouldn't trade it here because again, this is normally where the resistance is at. So, okay. You guys are asking so politely today. It's hard to say no. No, I can't break it down for you. So the SMA line is acting as a resistance right now. It looks like its overall change of direction might be happening. Hit highs of about 1480, and on the past couple of days, it's been doing a pretty good job of it making higher highs, but the past 2 days, it's kind of been consolidating. So let's definitely take that into consideration on why we might be at a potential like peak, right, before it continues to uptrend. Were you doubtful from when you made the transition from a secure job just to day trading? Were you scared of that? Jonathan, I think that's a great question. And if you could remind me, because that's probably what I'll want to end it with. That's probably a really good video for YouTube. Man, you guys just continue to help me out with YouTube videos. But yeah, let me know, because I'm going to have to tune out when it's around that 45-minute mark. Okay, we have about 5 minutes left. So let me just update you guys on my current position. So this is ticker symbol DGAS. This is the one that needs to die. No, just kidding, totally kidding. But please, here we go. So right now, at where I'm at for ticker symbol UGAS, it's down about 1,000. That's actually not that bad. Based on where I was, that's not that bad. We're approaching this general resistance, right? So, okay. I might want to consider the idea of possibly getting out. So what happened to the earnings report? Earnings report is tomorrow for /NG. Ricky, do you day trade Chipotle? I don't, but maybe that would be a good video. How I buy Chipotle with Chipotle profits. That'd be good. I like it. Are you guys okay with, so can you use patterns such as cup and patterns on ETFs? Of course. Tristan, of course. You can definitely use those to have a better understanding of, patterns are universal, right? So anything that you learn about stocks is the same thing with ETFs. There's just different catalysts. How many trades do you focus on daily? The least amount as possible. So that would be my goal, to minimize the amount of positions that you take. Locked in profit on UGAS, 3.5%. My goal for the day was 2%. You guys are freaking killing it. I'm so happy to hear that. Down 800, 700. We're getting it, team. Let's go. Here we go. That's not that bad. 600. Holy moly. Look at that. All right. Oh my goodness. I really thought that this was going to be one of my worst red days. Watch out for this SMA line. We did it. Let's see this. All right, so I sold at 217.37. Okay. How amazing is that? That is, I'm so like out of words right now. Yeah. I can't. Yeah, this is. I just don't feel like I deserve even the $300. So we'll round it up to 400. So I know that, yeah. So this pays for my flight, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to be giving away $400 to a member today. That's just part of Learn Plan Profit, because I truly don't feel like I earned it today with my mistake. It's just such a blessing to not be in the red anymore, especially with how much I was. So, yeah, I think that's so cool. Isn't that so amazing? That's crazy. Yeah, so I'm gonna let Justin know, and then we're gonna select a random member within Learn Plan Profit today. I'm gonna go live on YouTube. I'm gonna close this out and then go from there. So really do appreciate you guys' time. Thank you guys again so much for always helping me get up in the morning. This is so crazy. From down over $3,000 and how I recovered to in the green. That's so cool. Okay. All right, team. Well, thank you guys again so much for your time. I hope that this was at least something that, you guys enjoyed. And it's just such a blessing to be in like a position where it just recovered this quickly and literally in 45 minutes. It's so crazy. I like that. And I see a lot of you guys are saying that you guys have broken even and locking in profits. And yeah, so this made my day. I'm probably not sure if I'm going to continue to trade as of right now. I don't want to give back the $387, but yeah, we'll give away the $387.53. So, yep. Thank you guys again for your time. Continue working hard. Continue following your dreams. Let your passion be what drives you in success. You guys don't have to do anything special for this. I mean, we're still going to have the $500 giveaway this Saturday, and that's for all of you. Those are people that are enrolled in Learn, Plan, Profit. But on top of that, I'm going to do this one. That's going to be $387.53 to a random member. Not just that enrolls today, but just a random member, which means that all of you guys are watching that have not already won can be a part of it. So, don't forget the question to close it out. True. Okay, that's really good. So let me close it out with this, and let's talk about this. So again, you guys have to understand that I'm someone that is like extremely conservative. You also have to understand that I'm someone that really sees a lot of value in a stable income. That's why I've always encouraged people to, if they enjoy their day job as I did, do it, right? Just work twice as hard to learn how to, about a new market. So for me, it was trading. And then on top of that, have that normal job. I was going to school. And then on top of that, I loved buying and selling stuff. So just to put it into perspective, the amount of money that I would make at this job part-time would be around $4,000 to $6,000 a month, right? And my trading within itself at that time was not consistent enough to be like where it could completely replace the $4,000 to $6,000 every single month. It was not that consistent. If I could break over $50,000 a year with trading at that time, that would have been great. But my income was more around the 60 to maybe 72,000. So my thing was like, I would rather work twice as hard and be able to juggle all these sources of income. And then that's when I was getting and breaking, like when I like broke six figures like for the first year, and then the following year I doubled it, right, and stuff like that. And I just continued to like just always think, well, I need this stable job because it provides this piece of the pie that is going to get me to the next level, right? It wasn't until I was like, my time is better spent elsewhere, not just for the money aspect, but long term. And that was something that was very difficult for me to make sense of. And I think it's something very scary. So I wouldn't just think about the monetary aspect of like, hey, like, can this supplement my income, and can it provide enough where I can live off of it? I think that's very important to focus on. But on top of that, is this the right decision to make long term? You guys know that like I would want all of you, if you guys saw value in it, to only have to day trade. That would be the goal, right? But for me, it would make much more sense to like understand that if you don't see a long-term future in trading, then to probably not do it, right? And it would make much more sense to me to, again, if you have a passion for trading where it can not only supplement your income, but on top of that, provide you with like other opportunities that maybe you can start investing in real estate because you have enough capital to put a down payment on a house. Or you could spend that time that instead of your job, you can trade and then buy and sell stuff either online or off OfferUp and Craigslist and supplement that income and do it more, independently. Like that was my goal. And I knew that at that point, I had so many different things going on that it wasn't even about the money that I was making. It was more about the opportunity cost, and my time was better spent elsewhere where maybe the money right away wouldn't be there, but I knew that I can build something that could be that much greater. And that's what I would think about. People would probably tell you, again, if your new job or your new hobby can replace your current source of income, then that's when I would leave. I think it's much, I think there's much more to it than that, because again, with this idea of trading like full time, you have a lot of extra time, and I'm someone that loves to stay busy. So if you're anything like me, I would just find different things on top of trading that can not only supplement your income, but that you truly enjoy doing, that will be self-fulfilling. That's what my goal would be. That's what I would encourage any entrepreneur or investor to do, to either find a passion of theirs, or to also find something that is going to push them and guide them in the right direction for a better future. Not just, hey, you're making $50,000 a year here, and now you're making $50,000 a year with trading. Like, yes, that's great, but what's the next step? What's the step moving forward? Because that's still a lateral move. Yes, you're now doing it by yourself, but then again, there's taxes that come into place that are a little bit more hefty with trading, right? Being self-employed and with capital gains. So that's something that your tax advisor can talk to you about. So that would be, and again, you guys know that some people don't like how conservative it is that I am. How many of you, just to put into perspective, how many of you I would still be at your job if you're making over $200,000 a year when you're at your job making over 200K elsewhere? Like, would you still work at your job? I mean, I was pulling up to the job that I was working at, part-time student with like a McLaren, right? And then I had my Corvette Z06, right? A McLaren MP412C. Like, I was so empowered by the idea that I had a stable job. And again, I think if you see yourself doing more things that the average person doesn't do, that's something that's showing you that you might be doing something right. In the idea of like entrepreneurship and the sacrifices that you make and how conservative you are and stuff like that. So but yeah, again, I'm someone that's really empowered by stability, like consistent growth, multiple sources, and working as much as you can to bring those in. So yeah, that's really just it. I don't care if people thought that it was like not very credible at the place that I was working at. I really enjoyed what I did every day. It was sales based, and I surrounded myself with people that like made me laugh, and I was always behind a computer all day, or I was at school, and it provided a social aspect for me that I was only able to experience there. And that's sometimes something that I lack now. Luckily, I work with my friends, right? But other than that, sometimes it is difficult to, like that engagement. That's why sometimes I just like going and getting Chipotle rather than ordering it and getting it through or through whatever that thing is called that they deliver the food. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That would be what I would share. So, all right, guys, I have to get ready for the flight oh shoot, I have a flight at I think it was 11:05. Oh shoot. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you guys again so much for your time. I hope you guys all have an amazing day. Continue working hard. Continue following your dreams. Let your passion be what drives your success. Did you work at Chipotle? No, I didn't work at Chipotle. Yeah. Thank you guys again. Like always. Let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take it easy.